Great. Cell phones, they know better. You know better, right? Your cell phones are all there, right? We're here to celebrate a show called Living on Borrowed Time.
No.
Living in the, wait.
Living in the bonus round.
Living in the bonus round!
Am I really living on borrowed time? I want to make music. I want to sing to the sun. I want to make music. I want to dance. I want to run. I want to lift my voice to heaven and touch an angel's heart. I want to sing for all my brothers and try to make them start to want to make music. This is the first song I ever wrote. I was 19 years old. I'm not living in a bonus round then. I'm living alone in a garage apartment in a Baptist town. After having been in a Baptist family, I went to a Baptist college, and now I'm singing in a Baptist rock and roll band. I want to lift my voice to heaven, touch an angel's heart. I want to sing for all my sisters and try to make them start to want to make music. I didn't know it back then, but that was my first want song. I'm a preacher's kid. I have 3 younger brothers from Buna, Texas. Buna? Anyone? Now, my bonus round begins 30 years ago. My bonus round began 30 years ago. Almost this very night. Guess what I was doing?
Making music.
I was making music, but I was also dying. When I'm finally dying and I take my final breath, the music will keep on playing, 'cause even in my death, I want to make music. Did you hear that? I sang about death in my very first song. Now, in a game show, if you make it through to the end, you get to the bonus round where time speeds up and the prizes are better. Now, I didn't know what was going to happen on that night 30 years ago. Spoiler alert. I was supposed to die, but I wrote a musical instead. And that's the part where people usually gasp and say, "We want to hear more." More. Oh, stop. Now, tonight's prizes come in the form of great musicians and singers to help me tell my story. So please welcome Bill Gabi, Gavin Gold, Blake Leesoffel, Alicia Irving, and Brian Priest. But let's go back. And Alicia, you have the first line.
I certainly do.
I wrote out a little script, but we're not going to keep to it too hard. We just want to keep track. Go.
You shouldn't say that to actors. 60 years ago, age 12, Steve is standing in the pulpit of his father's tiny 12-member missionary Baptist church,
I was preaching.
having surrendered to the ministry.
He's always preaching, right, Gabi?
After the service, I turned gay. And now I'm stuck with you people. By the way, that's my mother's sharp tongue. That little joke. So,
Amazingly, his parents allow him and his 3 younger brothers to listen to rock music, the Beatles, comic books, TV and movies, but the Baptists have one rule overall.
I never learned how to dance. I never learned how to dance. My preacher daddy said Jesus wouldn't like it, so I never learned how to dance. And now that I can dance, I don't know how. I got a feeling for it now. So it's cold, cold comfort, cold comfort, cold comfort in my bones.
drag queen once gave me some moonshine, but I never learned how to drink. But now that I can drink, I don't know how. I get in trouble for it now.
So it's cold,
Cold comfort, cold comfort, cold comfort in my bones, in my bones.
cold comfort, no warning label.
Cold
Comfort, I'm able, so I win a battle, but you lose a war. Never learn to make love, never learn how to do. But I learned enough to stay here with you. I never learned how to fight. I never learned how to fight. My mama's heart would break into pieces if she saw me in a fight. But now that I can fight, I fight to win. So you should let me in for some cold comfort. Cold comfort, cold comfort in my bones, in my bones. You can also sing along if you want to. Cold comfort, cold comfort. If you lose a battle but you win the war, cold comfort no more. If you lose a battle but you win the war, cold comfort no more.
Steve goes to Jacksonville Baptist College in 1971, sings in the choir for 2 years, joins his Baptist rock and roll band for 5 years, until one day...
Guys, I have to quit the band.
But why?
Because,
He just couldn't tell the band he was gay. So, he chose the next worst thing.
I'm an atheist.
Steve, what about Jesus? Steve, oh my goodness.
Stop. Have you ever tried arguing with a Baptist? I'd rather be naked in the freezing rain, swimming with some killer sharks, swallowing a poison pill, getting mugged in city parks, sailing in an iceberg float, clubbing little baby seals, sliding down a razor blade, sharing someone's prison meals, vacationing in Syria, than having to explain myself to you.
I'd rather be shooting up in Sunday school, tearing cats and dogs apart, diving on a hand grenade, smelling someone else's fart, drowning in an acid bath, milking angry tiger tits, doing college level math, cut up into little bits,
Vacationing in Syria, than having to explain myself to you. You say you want to talk, but then I find you drifting off, because you think you know what I am trying hard to say. But if you never listen, then this whole thing is a sham, and I'm not really in the mood to play.
I'd rather be drinking sour dinner wine, jumping on a hornet's nest, barefoot in a cactus bed, see my mom and dad undressed. Underneath an avalanche, roasting in an open fire, watching basic cable news, wear a burning rubber tire.
Vacationing in Syria, than having to explain myself to you. I'd rather sip a cocktail in some Molotov cafe, drive a car in countryside patrolled by army drones, volunteer for ISIS just to pass the time of day. anything to make you go away. I'd rather
see Donald Duck as president, Kim Jong-un in underpants, stuck inside a spider web, neck deep in some killer ants, eating worms in vomit sauce, sizzling in an acid rain, amputating body parts, run down by a speeding train.
Vacationing in Syria, vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you.
vacationing in Syria,
Vacationing in Syria, then having to explain myself to you.
I love you, but it's true. It's like vacationing in Syria with you.
Car and drives west to the big city. Denton.
Me?
Yeah.
Moi.
To the side a little bit.
We're
She
workshopping
can be here
in
for
the
sound
moment.
check. Okay, go.
He
play.
packs up his car and drives west to the big city. Denton.
The setting for the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I wait tables at an IHOP.
The most international thing he had ever done.
The IHOP dishwasher is a very gay guy who told him of a wonderland for gay people in Dallas. The Plantation, a disco, a bar, a bar.
I've never been inside a bar. What do you drink? And there it is. A huge dance floor with 100 cowboys all around it, and they all want me.
And he lets them. Then someone hears him sing and says,
You should audition for the show at the dinner theater.
What kind of show?
Musical reviews, like Broadway.
What's Broadway? I didn't know what Broadway was. I thought it meant old movies. Look, I'm a hillbilly. I didn't know it was a place with buildings. True story.
The tenor's leaving on vacation, whether they hire someone or not, so you're perfect.
I'm here. I'm here. Where's the tenor?
Oh, here, I'm the tenor.
Okay, do you have any music? Do you have any music?
Music, huh?
Music. Do you have any music?
Do you know any Credence?
Stephen never auditioned for anything. He stands in the crook of the piano staring at his shoes. Suddenly he sings a high note.
I want to make music!
Yeah, you can do it. Do you wait tables?
IHOP.
Can you dance?
Absolutely. Now the truth is, they kept me out of the dance numbers. Kind of stuck in the back. But I learned I could write songs. I could write beautiful love duets. And they let me for the show. This is Alicia Irving.
Hello, friend.
Now, I promised old songs and new songs. I don't have those songs from the old Dallas days from 100 years ago. But this is a brand new song, and I'm sharing it with Alicia. By the way, Alicia, we've known each other. We've known each other now for 25 years, right?
Longer.
She was in a show that Jimmy wrote out in Los Angeles, so we've known each other forever.
Forever.
So tell me, have you ever had any regrets in your life?
Yes, of course. I would be lying if I didn't say I had some regrets.
Tell us all about it.
Greeting you at sunrise in our villa in Spain. Whispering at midnight, I'm so glad that you came. Whispering at midnight, I'm so glad to have you. Was something I meant to do. It was something I meant to do.
Watching as our kids grow up so smart and so strong, demonstrating how a love can last so long. Going to a therapist to learn to work through is something I meant to do. It was something I meant to do. But instead I'm curled up tight, drowning in the TV light. Lost in thoughts of nothing but the memory of you. Calling you to find out if you feel this way too. Hearing you say now our dreams will finally come true is something I meant to do. It was something I meant to do. It was something I meant to do. Mark Janice. He played the role of Peter, my first musical director, who hired me because nobody else came along. But now I'm wondering, what kind of music do I play? Is it gospel? Is it country? Is it rock? Is it theater? Yes. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like the kind of country music you don't get in Nashville. Reality, no video can capture in LA. Nothing is more real than baby you and me together. To love you like we only have today. It's the only kind of music I can play. I dance the kind of dancing that will never win a prize. I like the way the world looks when I see it in your eyes. I like the kind of notion that I've known you since forever. And love you like we only have today. It's the only kind of music I can play. Let's just turn aside. Let's just turn aside. Let's just walk away. Let's just walk away. Shut the others out. Shut them out. Who cares what they say? I like the kind of rock and roll you cannot find in Austin. Ride play with no commercial chance on old Broadway. Sing the kind of melody that only you will understand. Love you like we only have today. It's the only kind of music I can play. Reality, no video can capture in LA. Nothing is more real than maybe you and me together. To love you like we only have today. It's the only kind of music I can play. It's the only kind of music I can play. Now, it was there, in Dallas, where I met the people, new people, who changed my life.
Jews!
They took me in, and I've been in love. We've been in love ever since. You see, I had never met Jewish people before because, as I said, I'm a hillbilly.
The first non-gay adults he could actually be gay with.
He learned about theater and ballet and opera.
I ain't never had no culture before.
So the theater goes broke. He joins a lounge band touring hotel lounges and casinos. It dies. And now he's sleeping on his friend Diane's couch, waiting tables on the Upper West Side and playing piano bars when Peter, his musical director from Dallas, sits at his table and asks him,
Hey, you want a cruise ship gig?
So Steve lands in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, playing and singing in the Fantasy Lounge on the SS Galileo.
But you know what? It's lonely at sea. I recall a meal aboard a luxury cruise line where the champagne was poured from a silver chalice, engraved with the name of an old Russian palace. And an orchestra played a gossamer rising, danced across the mirrored floor. Then I look at you and think you were all that and more. I saw a museum in Paris on a tree-lined boulevard with Picasso's on the walls adorned in rivers of blue. Recognized a masterpiece or two. I climbed a great wall stretched across China, saw hills as old as the sun, with acres of gardens planted centuries before. Then I look at you and think you are all that and more. The aurora borealis, dazzling curtains of color, with light from heaven's shore. Every place I've ever been, every poem I've ever read, every song that's drifted through my door. And I look into your eyes and see you are all that and more.
It's on that ship he meets a certain actor-playwright, Jim Brochu. He is tall, he is dashing.
He has an apartment in Midtown.
Every place I've ever been, every poem I've ever read, every song that's drifted through my door. Then I look into your eyes and see you are all that and more. You are all that and more. Now, we decide on that trip that we're going to grow old together, and I'm happy to report that we're halfway there. And then we moved to LA.
Hi, Steve. Welcome to the National Academy of Songwriters. You'll be working with some of the greatest songwriters in the country.
I went in 1 year from front desk volunteer to managing director of the National Academy of Songwriters. And everything I learned from my father about how to take care of a flock, it all kicks in. But now my congregation is filled with people like Jimmy Webb and Carole King and Stevie Wonder. And Jim is writing for Disney. We have a beautiful house in the valley and nothing could go wrong.
I'm sorry, but you've tested positive for HIV.
A year later, he is lying on a hospital bed at his weakest, in pain, barely able to hold his head up off a pillow, when he suddenly just gives in to being cared for. He learns it was the greatest gift to give his friends.
It's okay to let yourself be loved. It's okay to let yourself yourself be loved. Let it wrap its arms around you. Even for a moment, tuck yourself right in. You don't have to say a word. It's okay to let yourself be loved. It's okay for you to just let go. Water's rushing all around you, caressing every inch of you. 'Cause you'll have to learn to love me back someday, but you don't have to do it now. You don't have to do it now. Tuck yourself right in. Don't say a word. Oh, 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 oh. Let it curl its arms around you. Even for a moment. 'Cause you'll have to learn to love me back someday, but you don't have to do it now. You don't have to do it now. Tuck yourself right in. Don't say a word. It's okay to let yourself be loved.
That's Brian Krinsky, by the way. I think I wrote that song about 3 weeks ago. So, after the hospital, though, I write my first new song. It's called Connected. And that song starts bringing me back to life. And then I write another song, Jim starts giving me homework because he knows every time I write a new song, I get stronger and stronger. But I start discovering new things about myself. Like my sweet little southern mother, her wicked sense of humor. Remember my old band, the Baptists? One of them, a preacher, gets wind that I have AIDS. And he calls me and he says,
Now, Steve, you need to repent for the evils of homosexuality. Come back to Jacksonville, where I will baptize you 7 times in Lake Jacksonville and heal you of AIDS.
I looked at him and I said, or I wrote him back and I said, I say I'd rather be sick or even ashes in some pot than to be stuck pretending to be healthy when I'm not. I know you think I'm dying 'cause I'm under Jesus' curse. Well, if I'm on my deathbed, I don't want you for a nurse. At least I know what's killing me. I don't look fancy, no, no industry. At least I know what's killing me. I've got a piece of paper and it tells me something wrong. It says they think I'm dying and that I ain't got that long. They don't do any testing for the thing that's wrong with you. No cure for what you say, no cure for what you do. At least I know what's killing me. At least I know you're me. Oh, I know it is Syria. At least I know what's killing me. You're loud on the outside, but you're the walking dead. Better grow good stuff on the inside, oh bad stuff will grow instead. I'll tell you something true, though I know you may doubt it. I'd rather be me with AIDS than to have to be you without it. At least I know what's coming. session, by the way. Is that?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Maisie, are you here?
Yeah.
From the last session.
Oh my gosh.
And you come up and sing with me, but here we go. Early one morning, I'm writing a song about the battle in my blood, and it's a big war song. And then I heard Jim turn over in the next room. He was asleep. And I thought, oh, you're a lot louder than that. And I think to myself, well, if that's whatever I'm feeling, what must he be feeling? Knowing that the person he loves is dying in the next room. And that violent imagery, it melted into a love song, which became a key moment in the last session.
Though you've been a rock for me to stand on, beside me every moment of the fight, even though you make it so much better when I go to sleep at night. The fight that I am fighting is my own, and it feels as though I'm going it alone. Now and then my friends take me to dinner. They tell me how they're with me all the way. They lean across the table and they say they're thinking of me. Then they take the bill so I don't have to pay. And they tell me they're so proud of how I've grown. And they say they know I'm going it alone. But is it such a lonely battle? Have I been so wrapped up in myself? What about what you've been through as well? Do you lie awake and worry, never falling back to sleep? Are you going through some private kind of hell? Do you also feel you're out there on your own? Do you feel as though you're going it alone? Do you lie awake and worry, never falling back to sleep? Have I put you through some private kind of hell? I'd have to read your mind to even tell. Just before I turn to go to sleep, I brush a little hair back from your eye, and suddenly the loneliness I felt just melts away, and I smile because I know the reason why. Can we really say we're out there on our own?
Can we really say we're out there on our own?
When together we've been going it alone. When together we've been going it
Blakely. So Jim turns these songs into the last session. I start the first online diary in history of someone documenting their life with AIDS. And patients and doctors and caregivers, we were all learning about this disease in real time. In fact, a lot of doctors and nurses, I found out later, were reading my blog in order to figure out how to treat their patients.
While starring in a 3-week LA workshop of the last session, sustained by 14 hours of daily IV feeding, he wins a national lottery for a limited production drug, Christmastime, which is still experimental. At the final performance, Steve unwraps the bandages from his arms and announces to the audience,
I think I'm gonna live.
"Welcome to the bonus round."
So, being the clever puss that I am, I called my diary "Living in the Bonus Round." Now, one day, not long after, I get a note from through my website from an anonymous reader, and it says,
Hello, I hope you don't mind, but my name is Bruce Dorsey, and I'm the one who created Christmastime, the drug that saved your life. I never see the effects of what I do in real life. I never see a patient. My work is in the lab, so thank you for living your life and for sharing it with me. Your life is my proudest achievement.
Then I wrote back, hello, hello, hello! You didn't just save me. You saved millions of people. You saved my entire generation. People are alive because of you. And we're all connected. That first song, the one that saved my life, that brought me back, it was about how I survived. Because I was circled around by all my friends who took care of me. Saw a neon sign that said emergency. I barely even know what happened next. Collapsing in a doorway and then down the hall, connected to a meter. We should all be connected to a meter. Very nice young man with 3 rings in each ear said we don't lose that many patients in a year. He rolled me to a lonely room with a light beneath the bed, connected to a bottle. We should all be connected to a bottle. Every night at 1 a.m., the angel of the nighttime would wake me up and give me something good, and then give me something bad. All day long I channel surf, that's all that I could do. Couldn't read a book or walk around. You know you've hit the bottom when you're glad to be connected to a TV. We should all be connected to a TV. I dreamed I was on happy days, that I was playing Richie, with Patsy begging Richie not to die, 'cause they'd never let Richie die. Friends would come around and bring me little things and say how much they needed me to live. They told me I would make it, 'cause they said we were connected to each other. We should all to each other. Now someday, if I lose this fight to carry on, please send me someplace gently out to sea. And listen as I whisper softly in your ear, connected to each other. We will always be connected to each other. The show gave me a career, it gave me a life. We won a ton of Best Musical Awards and nominations all over New York and all over the country. Now I'm traveling to colleges and universities and I'm singing these songs as an AIDS education concert. And then we do a second musical about ourselves called
The Big Voice, God or Runner,
which Jim brings back, and then Jim brings us back to New York with his Zero Mostel play called 0 Hour. And here I meet a young actor, singer, entrepreneur named
Blake Lee Zolfo.
And that's the real him.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Steve had written a musical review called New World Waking, and I produced it at Boston Conservatory when I was a student. He came up in a blizzard to see it. And I moved to New York, and we became friends. But every time I would tell him a story about my love life, I would come into his studio the next day, and there'd be a song written about it. Down on 42nd Street, they built a new hotel with cruise ship cabin-sized Japanese pods. And the sign out front is purple, like the halls inside are purple. And the bar is serving nectar from the gods. Just across 10th Avenue, the sandwich shop is closed. The sign on front says taxes are still owed. And the sign out front is yellow, like the cabs out front are yellow, as they fight for strong positions on the road. And though you think I do not know, each night when I do a show, I can actually see your cell phone glow. This is my New York life. This is my New York life. This is my glamorous New York life. This is my New York life. This is my New York life. This is my glamorous New York life. Now I work at Equinox, front desk guy at Equinox. Last month I almost paid my rent on time. And the tourists come from Asia, 'cause the money's all in Asia. So the Broadway shows don't even try to rhyme. A subway virtuoso plays songs that have seen better days. I wish I'd seen the Village in its prime.
Everybody.
This is my New York life. This is my New York life. This is my glamorous New York life. This is my New York life. This is my New York life. This is my glamorous New York life. And they're building castles facing Jersey, 'cause it's
such an honor facing Jersey, and rain falls down from misty skies, and some kid surfs a subway train and dies. Up on 42nd Street, I hear the screams of sirens. The homeless are almost swept away, and the grocery stores are closing up, and the mom and pops are dying out. But I can get a hot dog any time of day. And I love my neighbors at this bar, where we're all just who we are. Some I don't know, some I do, and long before the night is through, someone has to play the Broadway star. 'Cause everyone's a fucking Broadway star. Or thinks they are. This is my New York life. This is my New York life. This is my glamorous New York life. And all my books are on my phone, and all my friends are home alone. This is my glamorous New York life.
Blake's awful. Blake Lee. Now, 5 years ago, I suffered a catastrophic fall which shatters my right shoulder. And what hurt the most was when the cops radioed for an ambulance. He kept saying,
Elderly fall. Elderly fall. We have an elderly fall. Elderly
"Thank you."
fall. Elderly fall.
I got it.
The first shoulder replacement fails, so they take it out. They wait for it to heal and then put in a second one. He tells them to fix his elbow in place so he could wrap it around a guitar. How many bonus rounds have you had?
He teaches himself guitar, which is when I came in, and he starts writing guitar songs. Then his family reaches out.
My mom is dying. It's not that I hadn't been in touch, but I had been absent from my family. Now, my very LGBTQIA++++ niece reached out to me first through Facebook. And soon I was reconciled with my whole family after tearfully begging them for forgiveness for being away for so long. And then last year, my father dies. I even sing a concert for him down in Arkansas for the old folks' home. He became the proudest person in the old folks' home. And he said,
Whatever happened before is all forgiven and forgotten. I'm so glad my firstborn has come home.
and now I'm fully back with my family. One of my first guitar songs I wrote about them, I'm not going to try it on guitar tonight because it's too hard to get things around, but it goes like this. In my family, mostly cops and preachers and soldiers. Like a Christmas ad for Folgers. Some of us straight, some of us gay, some unsure, but that's okay. Texan all the way. In my family, some of us left wing, some of us right. Some of us passive, some of us out there, spoiling for a fight. Well, if you know anything about Baptists, you know we always gotta have our say. Texan all the way. Well, we've got gerrymandered districts and merry bands of idiots and a special interest screwing up the state. News talk on the radio, poisoning the airwaves with brand new clouds of anger, fear, and hate. That's why I moved up here, to escape that fate. It didn't work. In my family, we're online and we're connected. So our arguments are internet infected. If we all got in a room, we'd all be dead by the end of the day. Texan all the way. Now, if we all got in a room, we'd be in love by the end of the day. Texan all the way. The bonus round brings incredible people into my life. People like my friend Jane Goldman, who lets me use her piano. But Jimmy and I, as we get older, the aches and pains and challenges of old age. I watch you in the mirror as you trace your worry lines. You think you're not as beautiful as in our youthful times. Well, believe me when I tell you, all those lines you think you see are tissue paper overlay, invisible to me. I only see your laughing eyes when love first dawned. I only see you young. Remember how you tricked me into sharing that first kiss. I was way too shy to see the signals I had missed. Don't tell me you don't get it. I see how you look at me. I'm still the awkward juvenile who trips on his own feet. I still feel that first embrace that made us one. I only see you young. And even if there were some subtle flaw, it's woven in the fabric of the face I love most of all. And though I've loved you all these years, I've just begun. I only see you young. I only see you young. I only see us young. And that brings us to today. I think back to my first song. What did I want? I wanted to make music. I wanted it to outlast my death. Those are the simple things I asked for. But I'm getting so much more than that.
Way back at the beginning of his online diary, Steve meets a P-flag mom named Gabi Clayton in Olympia, Washington, who lost her son to suicide after gay bashing. He shares her story online. One day in 2007, she calls him out of the blue.
George Michael wants to fly you here to play John Lennon's Imagine piano in our front yard. Want to do it?
See, I had written a song about her son, and we had posted it online.
George Michael had paid $2 million for that piano, and they're touring it around as an art project around the country where acts of violence had occurred.
Ford's Theater, Memphis, Columbine, and filming a documentary, they find Bill's story.
They fly me to Olympia, Washington, and there, right in front of me, is John Lennon's Imagine piano. The cigarette burns still in the wood. Now, Bill's friends and family were all gathered around under this tree. As soon as I play those first few notes, I see everybody's shoulders. I see everybody's shoulders completely relax. And I think how I'd love to write a song of perfect peace like that.
That dream becomes a song cycle called New World Waking, which I produced in the blizzard.
Then one day another person appears in the bonus round.
A punk rocker songwriter from Cape Town, South Africa, named Gavin Gold.
Jewish!
Hey Steve, you want to go busking in the subway and later at Strawberry Fields?
Absolutely not, I think. Absolutely yes, I say. And so we do. And suddenly I have a new parish every week and a new message of peace. And people come from all over the world to remember John Lennon and his music. And we lead the song Imagine around the Imagine mosaic. And before I realize it, I'm back under that tree singing for Gabi's son. Or I'm in 12 years old in the pulpit. In my daddy's pulpit, and below me on the ground is the beautiful Imagine mosaic. And after we sing, I go to the circle and I ask them all, where are you from?
Spain, Italy, Argentina, Norway,
Germany, Somalia,
South Korea, Japan, Mexico, Peru, France, New Zealand, Australia.
And then one day,
I'm Palestinian.
I'm from Israel.
and I looked at them and I said, well, guess what you just did? You just sang a song of peace together. Now, maybe there's only one place in the world where we can imagine peace all at once. But you know, if there's one place where we can imagine peace, there's two places. And if there's two places, there's three. And if there's three, there's four. So tonight, just kind of in honor of what I do in the bonus round, I bring the people in a circle, and we start to sing Imagine. So you all get to do it. Let's pretend there's a tree over our head, and that we're thinking about John Lennon, especially because he died. He died on this day. I didn't plan that. Imagine there's no heaven.
I hope someday you'll join us,
and the world will be as one.
the world will be as one.
Now then, in the bonus round, time speeds up and the prizes are better. Tonight, I have a special prize for all of you. Right here, sitting in that chair right there, is Dr. Bruce Dorsey, who created Christmastime, the drug that saved all of our lives. He's been awarded some awards in the medical community, but I never felt like the gay community ever really understood or really celebrated him. So when I found out you were coming, this was a last minute thing. I contacted our local councilman and I asked if we could get a certificate from the city council praising you in your work. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just recognizing you as having been the man who put together the first AIDS drug that saved all of our lives. And I also want to say that Danny Whitman from Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS also sent a note, which I will send to you, also thanking you and congratulating you on your work and the fact that we're all still alive because you were here. Thank you so much. I love you.
I just want to say that Steve has officially displaced my parents as my biggest fan.
Time tonight. So I want to thank everybody for coming. Let's try to do Christmastime. Jim, are you ready? All right, we're going to do Christmastime, which is a song that Jimmy and I wrote.
Okay. It's the thing about circulating. My blood circulates, not where it should.
And Blake, if you'll give him your microphone.
I need one of the with my luggage.
It never leaves you, huh?
I retired last year, but this is fun. Bruce, I don't know whether to thank you or... We wrote a show. First of all, I want to talk about the suit Steve is wearing. There's a reason for it, because that's the suit the producers of the last session gave him for opening night.
It still fits.
And it still fits. I was telling people I went to the doctor the other day. Hey, and I said, new doctor. And I said, you know, doctor, as Betty Davis said, getting old is not for sissies. And he looked at me and said, who's Betty Davis?
True story.
I said, she's in Rochester, Minnesota, fucking the Mayo Brothers. This is from a Christmas show we wrote called A Wonderful World for Christmas, available from Concord Theatricals for $9.95. And this is about celebrating Christmas all over the world, okay? There are carolers in Chile, Chad, and China, ringing bells for carolers in Spain. Someone in Djibouti or Burundi or Gabon has thoughts for some old lover in Bahrain. In Congo and Comoros, the young ones raise a chorus to kids in Poland and Peru. They sing Noels in Tunbridge Wells and hymns in Timbuktu. Christmas time, around the world, joining hands in every land around the world. From the poles to the equator, the Antilles, less or greater, and from Alaska to Cape Horn, we celebrate the day a child was born. There are Christmas trees in Finland, France, and Fiji, candlelights on branches in Brazil. Someone in Botswana or Barbados or Bhutan gets a special chance to eat his fill. In Luxembourg and Laos, they're quiet as a mouse, for Santa's nearly on his way with holly from Bengali and some pearls from Oyster Bay. Christmas time, around the world, joining hands in every land around the world. From the forests of Westphalia to the deserts of Australia, the atmosphere is so sublime, for all the world is one at Christmas time.
All the world